Well, last night at the Oasis there was a lot of gliding, thumping, bopping and bumping as the festival roller disco got underway. Paul Langcaster skated over there to take a look.
Well, with me now is Mick Jeffries, Chief Steward at the Oasis. Mick, tell me what's going on here exactly this evening?
Well, we have a special roller disco for Hambro Festival. This is the usual thing. Actually, every Saturday evening we have a disco, not as big as this one, but nearly every Saturday evening, roller disco.
So what's the attendance like usually compared to tonight?
They vary. Summer months is not so good, you have 400. Winter months up to as many as 700 in the evening sessions.
So how easy is it to skate around then in there with the disco?
It's pretty easy.
And it's good fun?
Good fun, yeah. Well, they like it anyway, you know. We're not so... don't have so much fun looking after them, but they like it.
So how many people do you think you've got in tonight?
I would just say around 550, 600, something like that.
And you're pleased with this attendance?
Yes, very pleased, yeah.
Festival roller disco. Well, intense indoor excitement to the peace of the great outdoors now. Paul Langcaster went along yesterday evening to Coat Water to witness a few tiddlers learning to net their own few tiddlers.
Well, this evening we've come to the Coat Water Country Park to see the Keen Nets talisman give a demonstration in the art of coarse fishing.
How much does that bloke go against your board and got just for a man?
Well, he certainly had 8.
Well, with me now is Godfrey Hargreaves, one of the Keen Nets talisman. Tell me, Godfrey, what's the idea of coming out and teaching all the youngsters this evening?
Well, we obviously feel as though a lot of young kiddies do start fishing in the wrong way completely. As I've already mentioned, that they are using far too short rods, as you notice here tonight. And we feel by a little bit of tuition that they'll obviously get the right tackle to do the job at hand. And obviously we wish the parents would sort of take our advice by buying the young lads longer rods, and also buying reels that suit the rods in balance wise. The biggest thing that kiddies do is buy line that's far too strong for what they're actually doing. And for out here at Coat Water, or 90% of fishing, £3 line, £2.5 line is ideal for reel line, and very often you can get away with much lighter hook lengths. Tonight we're using a breaking strain hook length 1.1 to a size 18 hook, and we're using double maggot, and we seem to be catching quite well, and the regular loose feeding has attracted the fish quite well. But it's obviously all goes together with teaching youngsters. If they can see fish being caught, then I think the biggest killing thing for youngsters is really is when they go out fishing and not catching anything at all. Well, there's been a lot of controversy about Coat having its cull recently, and or several culls, but there's still fish here to be caught. And I'm sure if the youngsters followed the methods that our lads use, and a lot of the good anglers around the area use, then they will catch a lot more fish. And if they catch a lot more fish at their youngest sort of stages, they certainly won't go off the sport. And I think when they get to about 17, 18, 19, they do seem to leave the sport. Probably for ladies, possibly. But we just hope that we'll obviously have younger anglers to follow in our footsteps, if you like, where we sort of forced on match fishing in the town. And it is an advancement, we feel, into angling. And not only that, of course, it will teach younger anglers, we hope, proper tuition in regards to not leaving any litter on the bank, which is also important, and obviously leaving nylon line about. Another controversial subject. But we feel by teaching them that they will stop all this completely.
Paul Langcaster watching Godfrey Hargreaves there, giving a few lessons in the art of coarse fishing.
Well, that brings us to the end of our coverage of the Thames Down Hambro Festival. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and most important that you've enjoyed those events that you went to. Scene in Swindon will be back to its normal schedule next week on Tuesday and Thursday. So from me, Sue Stevens, thank you for joining me, and from all of us here, goodbye.